as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10.
On second down, here's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray escaping the pressure right. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Set down the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Carson.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. That one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Going up top. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Stephon Sullivan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural pass, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He was taken down by...
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the
Murray now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And able to find Kirk complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Penny, a first down carry. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
13,
Christian Kirk, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 15-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going for Metcalf on the it got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 85 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Sitting down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 22, Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle.
Murray's pass.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Third and inches.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
29-yard line.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Down, Arizona.
Murray now on first down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Sterling Shepard.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Cardinals.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Tony Jefferson on the tackle.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
This is Carson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Jameis now on first down. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
3-yard line.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
First down, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackled by Darrell Taylor. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
19-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Big hold of the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Philip Dorsett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jameis to throw it. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Chris Carson.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Winston from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. Man open left side, it's Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And it's 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Winston. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
On downs.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Hands it off out of the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Returnable for Dorsett. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Winston. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Winston on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Check 53, Timothy. Flip, flip, flip.
From the gun, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
29 yards. First down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
The ball carrier.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And
the Cardinals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Murray. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Winston. And that is incomplete.
Winston's pass.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
6 yards. And the Cardinal 1st down.
1st down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Complete.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Now Murray. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Chris Carson, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Carson.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Second and 10. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
On the carry.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Winston to throw. Steps away to his left.
That's what I'm talking about.
Winston on the keeper. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Winston. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Down to Inigo's Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Today's final score, Cardinals.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Arizona, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.